And what annual pyro party attracts the biggest fireworks crowds in North America? Toronto's Festival of Fire. It's a multi-night event where countries around the world compete for top honours. Lake Ontario provides the setting. The shells are launched from barges on the lake as nearly 2 million firework fans look on in amazement. In Valencia, Spain, the centuries-old Fies Festival is a 2-week-long pyromaniac's dream. There's even action during the day. This ear-splitting barrage called the Mascleta is the loudest show on Earth. Starts at 2 p.m. each day in order to rouse people out of their post-lunch stupor so the party can start again. "365 nights a year at each of its parks around the world, Disney puts on one of the greatest fireworks shows on the planet. Their shows actually tell a story in the sky, like this current Disney World show called Wishes.
The Wishes show is designed to tell a story about dreams come true, and there's a lot of different characters in the show.
Fireworks, narration and music combine to weave the magical tale each night. But how do you get characters into a fireworks show? Disney engineers devised a way to have the fireworks explode into specific shapes. You'll see everything from stars to hearts.
You'll even see a Mickey Mouse. Now, a lot of people ask me, how do you guys get a Mickey Mouse in the sky? It's simple. We just use 3 different shells. We do 1 large shell, and then we do 2 smaller shells on top of that, and that's how we get the Mickey Mouse.
To make other shapes work, the stars have to be packed within the shells in just the right pattern.
Of course, the challenge is getting them in the right position in the shell and getting the shell to break open in just the right form so that we see that pattern in the sky.
But it doesn't matter if the pattern is right if the shape bursts upside down. What's the solution?
What they do is they weight the shells when the manufacturer makes them for us, so that in a heart you have to have the bottom of the apex at the bottom and the round part at the top.
Disney also uses the element of surprise by firing certain shells from a greater distance so the crowd won't hear them being launched.
Some of the lines are "When you wish upon a star," and we have a shell that looks like a shooting star that comes across the sky.
It's perfectly silent, and all of a sudden it lights in the sky in perfect syncopation with the music. And so that totally surprises them, and that is something that no one else does.
It takes a lot of effort by man and machine to tell a great story in the sky. And how do they know if they're getting things right?
Definitely one of the best parts about the show is being right next to the crowd here. There are moments in the show that are just designed to take your breath away and get reaction, and when you really hear it from the crowd on nights, it makes it all worthwhile.
The grand finale is definitely one of those moments. If you don't react to the big ending of this story, you may want to see if you still have a pulse. So what's the holy grail of the fireworks business? Smokeless fireworks. Because a smoky show isn't only a problem indoors, it can spoil outdoor starbursts too.
Perfect firework is one that produces intense colors with great clarity and without any smoke.
Explosives chemist Dr. Darren Nord is working to clear the air in his New Mexico lab.
Our strategy for developing our types of indoor fireworks is to develop brighter colors without creating a lot of smoke. We use things like nitrocellulose. When that burns, it burns very cleanly.
Nitrocellulose has been in use for over 100 years. It's the propellant that gives bullets their deadly kick. But having a burn rate as fast as a speeding bullet causes problems in the fireworks business.
Blue line rocket. But it burns at one speed, and that speed can be pretty quick. So if you try to make a large device with only nitrocellulose, it tends to just blow up.
Dr. Nord has slowed nitrocellulose's burn rate by adding various chemicals. So does this new formula do the job? This traditional black powder firework spews both flame and smoke. This nitrocellulose version burns cleaner, but there's still a trace of smoke. Dr. Nord's quest continues. So if you remember that the ingredients for the best fireworks shows are hard work, high tech, and great music, then you really are in the know.